Students, in your previous class, you already learned about polynomials and different terms related to polynomial. So here I am going to teach you about remainder theorem. But before starting the topic, I want to give you some examples. So consider two numbers 15 and 6. So 15 is a number and 6 is a number. If I divide 15 by 6, then what will you get? 15 divided by 6. So 15 is equal to 6 multiplied with 2 plus 3. So here 15 is known as the dividend, 6 is the divisor, 2 is the quotient, and 3 is the remainder. So here remainder 3 came. So this implies 6 is not a factor of 15 or 15 is not a multiple of 6. Consider another two numbers 12 and 6. So if I divide 12 by 6, then what will I get? 12 is equal to 6 multiplied with 2 plus 0. So here the remainder became 0. So it concludes that 6 is a factor of 12 or 12 is a multiple of 6. But in case of polynomial, what will happen? If I divide 2x square plus x by x, then what will happen? If I divide 2x square plus x by x, then 2x square plus x by x is equal to 2x square by x plus x by x. So this equal to 2x plus 1. So I can write 2x square plus x is equal to x multiplied with 2x plus 1 plus 0. So here this is the dividend, this is the divisor, this is quotient, and this is remainder. As the remainder is 0, so 2x square plus x has two factors. One is x and another is 2x plus 1. And 2x square plus x is a multiple of x and is a multiple of 2x plus 1. So what happens when some remainder will come? So take another example. Take another example. 3x square plus x plus 1 when it is divided by x. So what will we get? So that implies 3x square by x plus x by x plus 1 by x. So here we cannot divide 1 by x here. So this division becomes 3x square plus x plus 1 is equal to x multiplied with 3x plus 1 plus 1. So here this is the dividend, this is the divisor, this is quotient, and this is remainder. So in this way we divide a polynomial by another polynomial and we got a remainder here. So without actual division, how we will get the remainder when a polynomial is divided by another polynomial? So that based on a theorem is there. So according to that theorem, we can find the remainder when a polynomial is divided by another polynomial without division method. For example, when 3x square plus x plus 1 is divided by x, what will happen? So according to our procedure, what we will do? So this equal to 3x square by x plus x by x plus 1 by x. So but here we cannot get a polynomial by dividing 1 by x here. So in this procedure we cannot divide a polynomial by another polynomial. So 3x square plus x plus 1 is equal to x multiplied with 3x plus 1 plus 1. So here this is the dividend. This polynomial is the dividend and this x is a polynomial. This is divisor. This is quotient and this is remainder. So in case to get any remainder, either it may be 0 or any number, to get the remainder when we divide a polynomial by another polynomial, there is a theorem known as remainder theorem. By applying this theorem, we can get the remainder when a polynomial is divided by another polynomial without actual dividing this. It's like this. Let p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let a be any real number if p of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. So here it is given that p of x be any polynomial having degree greater than or equal to 1 and it is divided by x minus a. So here p of x is the dividend, x minus a is the divisor. So let p of x is divided by x minus a and the quotient is q of x and the remainder is r of x. So how we will write this? So this implies p of x dividend is equal to divisor multiplied with quotient q of x plus remainder r of x. So here the degree of the divisor x minus a is 1 here. So that means the r of x is the remainder. The degree of the remainder will less than 1. That means that is a constant. So here degree of x minus a is 1. So this implies degree of the polynomial Rx should be 0. That means less than 1. So this implies R of x is constant. Let R of x is equal to R. So here remainder is R for all value of x. So this implies P of x is equal to x minus a q of x plus r. So if we will find P of a, so this implies P of a is equal to, so in case of x we will put a. So a minus a multiplied with q of x plus r. So this is equal to r. So here we got the remainder is P of a. So if we divide by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. We prove this, the remainder will be p of a. If a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus a. Let us take an example. Divide the polynomial 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. So here our p of x is equal to 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and it is divided by x minus 1. So according to our remainder theorem, when a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus a, then p of a will be the remainder. So here a is equal to 1. So our remainder is, so r is equal to p of 1. So this is equal to, if we put 1 in place of x, so 3 multiplied with 1 to the power 4 minus 4 multiplied with 1 to the power 3 minus 3 multiplied 1 minus 1. So this is equal to 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 1. So this is equal to minus 5. So this is the remainder we got by applying remainder theorem. Whether it is correct or not, to prove this, we have to divide this polynomial p of x by x minus 1 manually. Got the remainder as minus 5. To verify this, we have to divide these two polynomials by long division method. So let us divide it. So 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. So here I will put 3x cube. So this is 3x4 minus 3x cube. Then this becomes minus x cube minus 3x minus 1. Then I have to put here minus x square. So minus x cube, then plus x square. Then this is minus, so minus x square minus 3x minus 1. Then I have to put here minus x. So minus x square plus x. Then this is plus minus. Then this is minus 4x minus 1. Then again I will put here minus 4. So minus 4x plus 4. So this is plus minus. So remainder is minus 5. So we got here as by applying remainder theorem, the remainder we got, that is minus 5. Here also remainder is minus 5. So this is verified. Next example, divide the polynomial p of x, x cube plus 1 by x plus 1. So if we will apply remainder theorem, then what will be the remainder? So when a polynomial is divided by x minus a, so here remainder will be p of minus 1. X minus a in place of x, so a is equal to minus 1. So p of minus a will be the remainder. P of minus 1. So this is equal to minus 1 cube plus 1. So this is minus 1 plus 1. This is equal to 0. So remainder becomes 0. So we have to verify this by long division method. So divide x cube plus 1 by x plus 1. So here x square, then x cube plus x square. This is minus minus, so minus x square plus 1. Then minus x square, then minus x. Then x plus 1. So plus 1, x plus 1. So remainder is 0. So it is verified that. So in case of remainder theorem, what is the remainder? That is also we got by division also. So here another example is there. Find the remainder when x to the power 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1 is divided by x minus 1. So here p of x is equal to x to the power 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1, and it is divided by x minus 1. So here x minus 1 is equal to x minus a according to remainder theorem. So our remainder is equal to p of 1 because it is divided by x minus 1. So what is p of 1? So p of 1 is equal to 1 to the power 4 plus 1 to the power 3 minus 2 multiplied with 1 square plus 1 plus 1. So this is equal to 1 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So this is equal to 2. So remainder is 2. So you can verify this by long division method also, but you have to apply remainder theorem here. After knowing the remainder theorem, you apply the remainder theorem when you divide a polynomial by another linear polynomial.